Hello, hello everyone. It is Wednesday. It's not Thursday, but it is Wednesday, and it is time for the Mahogany Bronze Hour, and it is yours truly, Mahogany Bronze. I am so excited to see you guys on this beautiful Wednesday evening here on Facebook Live. Like I said earlier this week, I had to go online tonight because on tomorrow I will be at my church, which is Christian Family Worship Center here in Orlando, Florida, where we will begin our 10-year anniversary. So I am very excited about that. We're going to have Pastor John Jenkins from Washington, D.C. starting it off for us tomorrow night. So we are just absolutely excited about that. And if you're in the Orlando area, you definitely want to come out there. We're at 4365 Kennedy. So definitely make sure that you come. I see that so many of you guys are coming in so fast for me. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Teresa, Janae, Nene, my special, beautiful, precious niece, Michelle. Did I say Teresa? Hi, all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. Hi, Buck. So good to see you. Hi, Ashley. So good to see you. Gracie, thank you all for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour on this Wednesday. So glad to see all of you. Now, tonight on the show, we are going to talk about the issues that are currently facing Monroeville. We're going to talk about the city council meeting last night, what really went down at that meeting. Hi, Bishop, how are you? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about our new t-shirts. I know you guys saw them on Facebook, so we're going to talk about that, and we're going to really get into our Mahogany motivational moment for the evening. Hi, sis. My sis Ann, my friend, my personal assistant. Love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. And we just got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So I want to definitely get started by telling you guys all the people that I just especially want to thank. Of course, Florence and Teresa and Jennifer and Marie. You guys are just continuing to be awesome with everything that you do. I sincerely appreciate all that you do for the kingdom. So I thank you all, and of course, a very special thank you to my personal assistant, Ann, who really keeps me going from day to day. So I just want to say thank you so much, dear. Love all of you so very much. And I want to give a very special shout out to Mike Quells with the Monroe Journal, because today, at the last minute, I sent him my quote and Felicia's quote from last night from the council meeting, and he was able to squeeze that in for us. So I do believe in, giving credit where it is due. So I want to give you a special shout out as well, Mike Quells. I'm not sure if you're watching, but if you are, if you're fortunate enough to watch this broadcast, I just want you to know that I was thinking about you at this moment, because I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Frank. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Linda. Thank you for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. Hi, Michelle Morris Petway. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I'm very excited that you guys have tuned in tonight with us so that we can talk about all the things that we're going to talk about tonight. So I want to get started. First of all, let me tell you guys about the t-shirts. Now, you know the t-shirts, the Feeding 300 Families t-shirts, those are out there. So you guys hit Florence up to get one, because every time you get a t-shirt, you are helping us to feed 300 families in Monroe County. Hi, Robert. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in. So get your t-shirts, guys. Hit her up. The t-shirts are only $15. That's it. $15. That's a donation. All of those proceeds will go to feeding the families, because at this time we are definitely getting all our monies together. Of course, you guys know on October 1st we're having our second fundraiser car wash, which is going to be at the AutoZone right across the street from McDonald's, right there in the same spot. But this time we're going to have a lot of different things going on out there. We're going to have car wash. We're going to have fried fish meal. We're going to have downloads for my Torn 2. We're going to have that out there. We're going to have the t-shirts. And then, of course, we're going to all be out there. Can't get any better than that. You'll get to see and hang out with us. And, of course, my boy DJ Skinny will be there as well on the ones and twos, and making sure that we're having a great time as we're washing cars and just fellowshipping together with one another. I'm really looking forward to that, to see a lot of you guys. Hi, Missy. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in, my cousin. Love you so much. And you're also very sweet. And I just enjoy you, Missy. You're you really know how to lift a sister up, and talk to me and keep me going. So I appreciate you as well, dear. Love you so much. And I know that you have to get some sleep before you, go to work and everything. But I do appreciate you for tuning in, just in case you kind of have to get out of there. It's all good. So make sure that you guys, get those T-shirts. Help us feed 300 families, guys. We need the money. I mean, it's just that simple. We're gonna feed 300 families on November 23rd at the community house in Monroeville for Thanksgiving. And at the event, we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have singing. We're going to have DJ Skinny's gonna be back there. We're gonna award a deserving woman of the year 2016. Last year, that person was Mrs. Barbara Dean. She was our Woman of the Year 2015, but we're going to award someone else this year. And we're also going to award someone from, that has passed on. We're going to, make an honorable mention for them as well. So there's going to be a lot of things going on. It's not just coming together and eat. We're going to actually have a program. And we're, of course, going to have a Mahogany Motivational Moment by yours truly. We'll definitely be doing that. And right now, I think LaShondra Fox is going to be the person in charge of the program. So God has blessed us to bring so many different people in this year. Leela Tunstall is over all of the churches. She's monitoring that. Della White is over all of the volunteers. So God has made this thing grow, y'all. You hear me? It has grown, and so many people are getting involved, and we are just very, very honored to have all of you. Everyone that's involved. Of course, there's a link out there if you want to make a donation. There is only one link that is a legitimate link. So if you see anything else that says that it's feeding 300 families, it's the one that you will find on my page. So please go to the link and go ahead and make a donation. We don't care what it is. $5, $2, $10, $100, $500, $5,000. Whatever it is that you want to give to be a blessing to the kingdom, we do appreciate it. And thank you so much in advance for it. Hi, Ava. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in. Just love you, too. And I thank you so much for all of your encouragement. And I also want to give a very special shout out to all of you who constantly inbox me and encourage me. I can't tell you guys how much it really means to me to get that, because a lot of you, you don't have to do that, but you take time out of your day just to say, hello, Ella, keep it going. Very proud of what you guys are doing. Keep it up. Don't get discouraged. And I really, really do appreciate that. So thank you all for that. I don't want to single anyone out and call names, because I don't want to do that. But I do want you that are watching that know that you're one of the people that do that. Just know that I do appreciate it. And I speak a very special blessing over your life. For your concern and for your selflessness in doing so. So thank you guys so much. Now, we're going to talk about some of these real issues that's facing Monroeville. Now, I know that the city council meeting, I know we want to get to that, talk about what happened last night. I was not at the city council meeting last night. Hi, Manny. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about some different things that are going on in Monroeville, and our T-shirts, feeding 300 families, all of that. Hi, Alice. How are you, dear? Thanks for tuning in. So I think I will just go ahead and jump right into what happened with the city council meeting last night. Felicia showed up there, and her objective of being at the city council last night was to address her concerns about her brother who was killed. Just to give you guys a little background information, Michael McMillan is her brother, and he was killed, I'm thinking it's like a couple months ago, maybe going on 3 months at this point. But he was killed at his home, and this is all alleged. This is all alleged because we don't know exactly what happened. But allegedly, he was killed at his home while he was in his bed, and according to the paper, it was a single gunshot. But according to different stories, there were some shots that rang out through the windows, etc., etc. He ended up getting killed, and I think a week or so later, the house is up in flames. So, of course, the family is still very concerned. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but this family is constantly involved and going to the police station wanting to know where the police is with the case. So it was just warranted that she would speak at the city council meeting last night and address those concerns. Well, in doing so, the meeting was, it almost felt like an attack on her. You know, this is a young lady who is a victim. I mean, she's a victim family member. And she's there. Of course, Michael can't go and speak for himself. So, of course, people have to go and stand up to fight for justice for him so that his killer is found. Hi, Tamika. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in. So, you know, those are the things that came up in the meeting last night. And it just seemed as though it became an attack, you know, on her. Like, okay, well, what do you think? What do you want the city council to do? What can we do for you? What can we do? It became that type of an issue. And then it was going back and forth. Hi, Teresa. How are you, dear? Thanks for tuning in. It was going back and forth, and it just felt like nothing was really getting resolved. So it just wasn't a good meeting. And of course, they already give you 15 minutes to speak when you show up at the meeting. From my understanding, the mayor was not at the meeting last night, the new mayor, but I also understand that they don't usually really get involved until November. So I'm not sure if that's the case. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Shaquan. I was just talking about you, Shaquan, that you're going to, actually, I didn't call your name, but you were actually, I'm glad you're there so you can know that we're very excited that you're going to sing for us at the event for our Feeding 300 families. So we're looking forward to that. Really, really looking forward to that. Hi, Heidi. Hi, just love what you're doing. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So that's kind of how the city council meeting went last night. And it just basically ended with a like a blah. Like, okay. So she left without any concrete answers about anything, of course. The police chief was there, and he was basically saying that, you know, we can't really speak about it. It's an ongoing investigation, which that is true. They can't really give you too many details, but they can surely let the family know we're still working on it. But it seems as every time she talks to him, it's when she catches him at the city council meeting. So that was addressed as well. That was brought up. And basically, in the end, you know, they were like, well, what do you want us to do? So it sounds like you just maybe need to just get an attorney. That's what they said to her. And she said, well, I guess I will. And that's kind of how it is. And that is why I believe we received an email. Well, I received an email first thing this morning saying that we are no longer needed at the city council meetings. You guys saw it on Facebook, the email they sent. I can't tell you how livid I was when I saw that. I'm not going to lie to you and think, oh, it's cool. No, I was very upset when I saw that. Hi, Ernestine. How are you, dear? Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, love you. Hi, Michael. How are you? Thanks so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. Hi, Patrick, my cousin. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. So that's kind of where the council meeting left off. And they sent the email today saying that, you know, we are not able to come to the city council meeting. We're not warranted, not even on the 20th or any time thereafter. That's the part that got me. Like, how do you know what we're going to talk about? You know, how do you tell us, the citizens of Monroe County who elected you? The only reason you're in that chair you're in is because these citizens that you don't want to show up to the city council, they're the ones that elected you. It wasn't me that elected you, but we're the citizens of Monroe County. You know, you're not hurting me, mayor and city council, by trying to tell me not to come. You're hurting the people that voted for you. I didn't vote for you. You don't owe me anything, but you do owe them. Okay? And for us to receive an email from you that said that we are not allowed to show up at the city or to present to you. And so, of course, you guys saw my response to that. We will see you on the 20th with representation if need be. And I said that, and I still mean that. Okay? Because you have to understand that the city council is a public environment. You are a public office. You are put there only because somebody hit a ballot and put you in office. Okay? Do not get it twisted. So you cannot keep these people that put you in that position out. You cannot tell them they cannot address you. If they have concerns about what's going on in the city of Monroeville, they have every right to come and speak to you and address the city council for that. Okay? So I just want to make that clear to you guys. I know that you heard, you know, you saw what I put on there, but I want you to make no mistake about it. We are not backing down. We are not going to not show up at the city council. Yeah, I'm sure they may try to say some things or may try to do something, may try to make it a private meeting or something like that, whatever. But we will be heard. And just like my comment, my quote in the Monroe Journal today, we're not going to stop talking. We're not going to stop rallying until it changes. I gave you my word, and I am being very consistent with that. I don't get scared just because people tell me what I cannot do. Okay? That is not how leaders are supposed to respond. What leaders who are real leaders are supposed to do is know their rights and stand up for it. Okay? I don't live in Monroe. No, I don't live in Monroe. But I represent the people who do. The ones that are concerned. Now, if you're not concerned and you're a citizen in Monroe, then I'm not talking to you. This is not for you. I'm not trying to say that I'm speaking for every single person in Monroe, because some of you may not want it. Some of you may be satisfied with what's going on in Monroe. Okay? But just in case, let me just give you some ideas about what is going on in Monroe. So maybe your mind can be changed a little bit so you can get involved with your city. The first thing I want you to notice, hi Michael, hi Fred Chambers, Richard Smith, I'm so sorry. If I haven't said your name, I'm so sorry. I mean, you guys are just coming so fast. This sister's getting old. My eyes can't move like they used to, baby. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you that are tuning in. I appreciate it so much. But there are issues going on in Monroe. Let me just give you guys from one thing. We talked about a little bit of it last week. Your educational system. That is something that especially if you have kids in the school system there in Monroe, you should question it. Especially if your kids are not able to go to the private school like a lot of the certain kids did. Because from what I understand, Monroe County High School is nothing like it used to. And that they have basically, a lot of the kids have moved down to Excel and they've moved to different places. And it's almost like the educational system has just been forgotten in Monroe. And that hurts you. Because these kids, when they graduate from high school, where are they going to go? What are their chances in being able to take those state tests and get scores? Because those are the things that drives you into school and to get further education. And if you're not getting that first education correct, that primary and the high school education, if all that stuff is not good, then you're setting them up to fail. So you want to know, you want to have some input about the educational system in Monroe County, okay? I would feel horrible if my child graduated from there and they could barely read, okay? But that comes with the parenting also. You guys have to get involved and you have to know what's going on with the school. Meet with the teachers, look at the grades. Gone are the days that you can, I can wait and see him, catch him at church. No, you have to get involved. Because if there's something not going on, meet with the school board. Get involved, guys. It is time, because you see, based on the Facebook that you saw today, you see what your city council thinks of you, okay? So if they're trying to put it on this lady that sent the email, because she is the secretary or whatever, no, I want you to make no mistake about it. She always sends me emails. So if anyone tries to say, we didn't know that she was sending that. Hi, Susie, how are you, dear? How are you? So Tamika says, is it fair to put a 17-year-old pic in the paper? I personally don't think so. I don't know what the laws are about that, Tamika. I really don't. But I don't think so, simply because I think that's like a violation of, he's a minor. He is a minor, and if they're not charging him as an adult, I just think I would raise questions about that. I would, because he is a minor, and regardless to whatever the circumstances are surrounding that, I think you have to still fight for your rights. So I would definitely, I'll even look into that for you, okay? I will definitely do that. So, but anyway, so the educational system, that's one thing. You guys got to get your head out of the clouds, and let's start thinking, and let's get Monroe back to where it needs to be, okay? The next thing, creation of jobs. I said it last week, when it comes time to the jobs to come to Monroe, businesses are going to want to be concerned about what's there, who's going to get this job, what's the qualifications of the people, what's your dropout rate, do most of your people graduate from high school, do most of your people go to college, they're going to want to know that, especially the type of job it may be. And the crime, guys, that doesn't help, okay? Crime is definitely something that they look at when they decide if they want to bring their business there. Because if people are moving out because of crime, then they don't see a need to put a business there, because it's not going to turn a profit for them. So if we're going to do this thing right, we got to think about everything that's required for us to be successful, okay? So that's one of the things, all right? The next thing is your police department. Now, I was fortunate enough to hear that, yes, they have hired some police officers. Great, awesome. That is wonderful. I mean, really, because, we want progress. But I was also informed that a couple of them have to go to the academy already because they're not qualified. So although we appreciate those efforts, it's just repeating itself. If you're not going to bring people that are qualified, then you're just bringing more people to the payroll that don't know what they're doing. Okay? So that's not helping the cause either. It would be better to get one or two that are very, very good at their job, and instead of having 20 and 30 people on the payroll just to make it look like you're doing something. Frederick says that a lot of industrial businesses done came and gone. Yeah. But we got to change that, guys. We have to change it. You know, we got to change it and make sure that we can do some things. Taran says young and dumb. You know, we want to make sure that, yes, we appreciate that the police are doing these types of things. That's wonderful. Hi, Christina. How are you, dear? My beautiful niece. Thank you so much. Tell my nephew I said hello. So, you know, we want to make sure that, yeah, you guys may be making some progress and doing stuff, but we want better than what we've had. We don't want people that when there's a crime scene that they don't even know that you need to tape it off. That they don't know that, oh, you're not supposed to walk through the crime scene? Hello. I watched First 48 and I know that much. All right? So we need to make sure that we're hiring credible people, people that are competent to be able to do the job so that we can have better results. Okay? And in the future police department, if you're not going to hire competent people, then why don't you try to get that assistance from the Alabama Bureau of Investigations? Because one of the things that I learned at the rally from the sheriff's office, which Monroe County does have better stats than you, they were more than willing to say that they call ABI all the time. Therefore, their crime rate, their statistics are a lot better. But you can't even get the statistics for the state, for the city. Okay, still trying to get that. So we have to, there's a lot of things, you know, and these are the kind of things that we want to talk about at City Council. And they think we just want to come in and talk about Michael McMillan. No, that's an issue. And if we want to come in there and talk about Donald Duck, if we want to talk about Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, if we want to do that, whatever the citizens feel that they need to talk about to the people that they put into office, you can't dictate that. Only thing you can dictate is the time that we're up there so that you can manage it the way it needs to be. But you cannot tell us that we can't be there and be heard. Okay? So that's another issue. Now, another thing, guys, the budget. How many of you guys know? Hi, Bozo. How are you? I was just going to call you Joseph. But I ain't never called you Joseph. I'm not fixing to call you Joseph on Facebook Live. I'm going to call you Bozo because that's what you are to me. Love you and thank you so much for tuning into the Mahogany Bronze Hour. But the budget. Now, I want you guys to see this. See this? This is the budget that is online right now. That's what the budget is. Now, I wish you guys could see it. You see at the very top there? Where is it? Right here? That's the year. 2012 and 2013. What year are we in? 2016. Why isn't the current budget up there? You mean to tell me that 2012 and 2013 has been there? This is what I'm talking about, citizens of Monroe County. You need to get involved and know what's going on. You know what this budget entails? This budget tells you what money is coming in and what money's going out. All right? This was 2012, 2013. Now, I would be talking about current stuff if they had a different one there. But we don't have that. So we have this one to go by. So, oh, Bill says turn your camera around. It's not the big deal. You can't really see it anyway. The revenues was like $5,000,004. Okay, and some of the things that I noticed on here: Chamber of Commerce Tourism, $52,000. Now that's not income. That's an expenditure. That means that's something they're spending money on. Okay, Chamber of Commerce / Tourism, $52,000. Let's see. I'm gonna take a wild guess. All of the, you know, To Kill a Mockingbird stuff, the tourists that are coming, and all the money that's spent for that. Okay, I need you guys to stay with me. Okay, because I need you to understand. If you don't get anything else before you leave this broadcast tonight, you're gonna know just what you really mean to those people that you guys just put in office. Okay, this is the kind of information that they don't really talk about. These are the kind of things that you address at City Council. Okay, when you guys are doing the budget, we kind of want to know. We want some input. If that's considered an open forum. Now, I don't know if it is, because I'm not going to tell you to go bombard for that if it's not. But, you know, these are the kind of things. All right, Chamber of Commerce, $52,000. Now, one of the other expenses, street lighting, street signage, street repairs, all of that comes up to like $196,000. That's almost $200,000. I wonder where those street lights and street repairs are done. I hope they're done in the communities that you guys live in. Okay? That's another thing. Now, another capital improvement that was on here, police station loan. $92,000. City Hall loan, $27,000. Wouldn't you want to know what is that? What are we paying for? You know, that's like well over $100,000 right there on loans. Okay? Veteran Park. Now this is one I want you guys to really pay attention to. Veterans Park improvements, $43,000. Clausel Park improvements, $8,400. That's a big difference. Why so much more at the Veterans Park? But yet you guys don't even get access to your pool when it says you have access to it. It says you close at 10 o'clock and you don't always close at 10 o'clock. But yet, you're spending $8,400 only and $43,000 at Veterans Park. I don't know. Those are kind of things. And then downtown improvements, $11,000. Guarantee you a lot of that's got something to do with Kill a Mockingbird. Maybe all those plays. I don't know. But you guys, I just wanted to share that with you. It's not really good information because it's not current. But that's another issue. Why isn't it current? Why isn't the current one online? Okay? They still have the stuff on there. You know, you guys check out cityofmonroeville.com. Go to your websites and when you guys are, when you finish watching the broadcast, of course, go to the website and just browse around and see what kinds of stuff that's going on, you know, with your budget. Okay? Now, just so you'll know, the revenue, which means what money's coming in, sales tax, $2,700,000. Okay? That's all of the going to Walmart, going to all the stores, all that sales tax that you're paying. That's where all that's coming. You are taxpayers, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you guys tonight, you know, as far as the budget. Like I said, it's not current. So that's one of the things we want to know. Where is the current one? What kind of monies are out there? You know, where is it going? You want to know that, guys. You don't let a city make decisions without you. You have a say in it. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't. You have a say on what goes on in Monroeville, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys an awesome Mahogany motivational moment tonight. And you're gonna, by the end of this broadcast, you're gonna be like, whoa. You're gonna say, whoa. You're gonna say it short. You're not gonna say, whoa. You're gonna say, whoa, okay? So that's it. So that's kind of what happened at the city council meeting last night. Now today, I had the fortune of speaking with the president of NAACP in Alabama. Yeah. God doesn't send the smalls. He always sends the big ones. Because God is a big God. In the name of Jesus. Listen, guys. This thing has been, we have been praying over you all, each of you. Even the ones of you that don't think you need prayer. We have been praying from day one on this. Okay? There will come a day when God is going to hand you the mic. All this stuff that's been in your heart, all this stuff you want to talk about, you're going to get that shot one day. And it's going to be up to you whether you take it or not. This, you know that saying where you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it? One thing for sure, myself and my team, we will be able to say that we have done everything he said to do. Because one day he is going to say, go home, Ella. One day he is. And it's going to be, that's it. I will have accomplished. But I'm not going to stop until he says stop. Make no mistake about it. And he hasn't said that yet. He said, we're just getting started. That's what he said. Hi, Coretta. How are you, dear? Say hello to that precious, beautiful baby and your hubby. So good to see you, dear. Miss you guys so much. Hi, Kashala. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. So, now, I want you guys to know this. I have your attention now, so I want you guys to listen to me. If you're out there and you're listening and you're under the sound of my voice, I want you to hear me clearly. If you have an issue that you want addressed with NAACP, you must contact me tomorrow before the weekend is over. Okay? I'm going to say it again. It is confidential. It is between myself and you. That's why I want you to deal directly and only with me on this. Inbox me. If you want to get my phone number, you can inbox my personal assistant, Ann Walden Sinius. She will give that to you. And we want to talk to you about what it is that you feel that you want the NAACP to address. Okay? So whatever it is, if it's a murder case, if it's something that's happened there that you felt like you did not get justice, we want to hear about it. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. You're not going to hear me talk about NAACP again because I'm just not. So I'm just going to make sure that you guys know that. Okay? So inbox me or inbox Ann about that. That's it. No one else, just us two. Because I want to keep your situation confidential because I want you to feel safe in being able to talk about it. But we're going to put you in touch with the right people. All right? Because we are not going to stop. Y'all probably know this by now until it changes. That's right. Okay? So, now, we're going to talk about our Mahogany motivational moment of the night. Now, it is, it's pretty incredible because God is so awesome because he gives me these different stories each week to inspire you guys to just a different way. It's not your regular turn with me with your Bibles to, no, that's just not, we leave that for Sunday. Y'all can do that on Sunday. But here on Mahogany Bronze Hour, we do things a little bit different, and God gives me a different type of word each week. And this week, we are going to free the elephants from the circus. I know, that's a crazy title, right? But you'll get it in the end. Free the elephants from the circus. Now, how many of you guys have ever been to a circus? I know I've been to one, and that's all I needed was that one, because it's just not, it's not my thing. I don't know, it's just not my thing. I like watching the Soul Circus on television. But circuses can be nice. They're entertaining. Yeah, we go there and we get a laugh out of it. And we just get excited and we're like, oh my gosh, this is great. Hi, Kawana. How are you, dear? And we're just so excited, But those animals had to go through hell to entertain you. That's life. Life is the circus. Okay? Now, at that circus, there's all kind of animals. Now, by the end of the night, you guys are going to know which one you are. And you're going to know somebody that's one. All right? So, we're going to kind of go through some different animals. And we're going to compare it to the people that are actually living in this country that you all know right now that from day to day, the life they're living. We have our own circus right here on Earth. Okay? Now, what do you find at the circus? Clowns. Oh my gosh, the clowns are they are hilarious. They're like all over the place. Entertaining people and doing this, and they kind of get the mood right? They kind of get the mood right for all the other stuff that's to come. But it's great to see them because they're like all different kinds and they're all doing different tricks. Well, guess what? So do you guys in life. There's some clowns. And you know what the thing about clowns? This is what's really awesome. They have a different face. You know those people that you never see them the same? Because they put on a face and you never know what's underneath. They're covered up. Hi, Tracy, how are you? They're covered and you have no idea what it is that they are because their face is always covered. Those are the clowns. You do know that we have some clowns running around here. They got on a face and they're just always trying to entertain people. They're really hurting some of them though. But they just want to put on a different face and just try to make everybody think they're all right. Okay? So those are your clowns. Now you keep on going and keep on going on through the show and everything. Then you're going to see the horses come out. Oh my God, everybody loves the horses. The horses, especially when you have those Clydesdales, they're just like, oh my God, they're beautiful and their stature is awesome. We love horses. I do. I love horses. I do. I have a newfound love for horses. And you see the horses and you got people standing up on them, doing tricks on them and doing all kinds of stuff. And that's really cool too. But in life, you got some horses too. You know what those people are? Those are the people that like to bend over. Okay? And people ride them. Now, for those of you that think that's a dirty thing, that's shame on you. Okay? Because that's not where I'm going. I want you to stay with me. They bend over because you never know what they stand for. They're always bending for this. Oh, well, this issue's on the table. I'm going to bend a little. City Council, I know Felicia's right. I know Ella's right. But I'm going to bend. Because you know what? Y'all going to have to work with me, baby. Always bending. And a horse, they bend. And in real life, you bend so much, you don't even realize that you can stand up. You know? You're bending all the time. And people are riding you all the time. You don't stand for anything. You're just always bending. And people are always riding you. Those are the horses. Now, we're going to keep on going. Because, you know, we're having a good time at the circus. And everything is going good. And we got some popcorn. Hey, Johnny, go over there and get me some popcorn. All right, Granny, I'll bring you some popcorn. Hey, bring me a corn dog, too. So you're eating and having fun at the thing. That's life. You're having fun. You think that's what the life is. It's just one big circus and fun. No, life is a circus, but somebody had to pay a price for you to have this fun. It was Jesus. Okay? You're having fun off his expense. He had to pay the ultimate price. Okay? So you guys are going, and next we're going to run into the monkeys. Now, I don't know if you guys have actually seen monkeys at a circus, but we got monkeys in my circus right now, okay? So you got these monkeys, monkey see, monkey do. These people, oh, wow. These are the people that will not make a decision for anything. They're always going to be those people that whatever the monkey does, that's what I'm going to do. Monkey see, monkey do. You know, I'm not going to be a real leader. I'm just going to follow. You know, they're never wanting to make a decision. They're just going to do the same thing everybody else do. Scared to stand out. You know, you see them. Well, if Lily Baptist doing it, we're going to do it over here in Bethel Baptist too. We're not going to make no difference. They, you know, churches, no. Why can't you be that one that stands out? You're so busy trying to fit in when God called you to stand out. And you miss your calling. And so many of you right now are sitting there and you're like wondering, what does God want me to do? You know, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what it is that God wants out of me. You know why? Because you're too busy trying to do what everybody else is doing. No, he gave you certain gifts for a reason. He gave you the ability to be able to speak because he knew that one day you may lead a protest. He gave you the ability to be able to do math because one day you may lead a company that's, you know, that math is very important and you're going to be the biggest accountant, most important person at the job. I mean, you never know. You never know. So stop being so quick to want to just side with everybody. Once you get there, then you can finally say yes to God. He can use you. God can't, listen, let me tell you guys something. God, if God needs a red balloon and everything is before him is blue and he knows one of these is red because he called them to be red, he'll never see you because you're too busy trying to be like the blue ones. You don't want them to pick at you. I don't want people to pick at me and call me different. Why? He died for you. They didn't. Some people wouldn't even die to give you a sandwich, let alone talk about give you life. Are you kidding me? So stop trying to please everybody. God called you to stand out. So stop trying to fit in with everybody. Those are the monkeys. Now, we get to the final show of the night. And this is the one where everybody, I mean, people come from everywhere for this show because this is the show that's like, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. The elephants. Everybody loves the elephants. Okay? The elephants are like, they're the tallest ones there. They stand out. That's how you guys are before the world got to you. Okay? You stood out. You guys don't know. When God began to create you, you were just like the elephants before anyone got a chance to mess with them. They're elephants. Let me give you characteristics. They're the largest living land animal. They're the largest living land animal. The elephant is. They are extremely intelligent. I know you guys don't know this, but elephants are very intelligent. They're very, very intelligent. They're very good providers. And their personality lends to them to be like gentle giants. They're very gentle. But their stature is just so, when they're around, you know it. That's what you guys were in the beginning. That's what you were. That's exactly what you were. Why do you think the enemy works so hard to break you down? He knows what you have underneath all of that. Okay? So the elephant is there. Now, the trainers, they're like, you know what? Those elephants are smart, man. So we got to come with it. If we want to train them the way we want them, we got to break them down. Now I'm getting ready to talk about slavery. Because you know what? For us to make a difference in Monroeville, Alabama, we have to change these mindsets. These mindsets have to go. Now I'm going to show you how they got created. And at the end of the night, we're going to bind them up because they got to go. Because if we're going to make a difference in Monroeville, you got to lose that. You got to take the chains off. You got to take the chains off and all this misguided loyalty that you guys have to the city council and all these people because they're family members and all that. You need to let that go because it's not working for you. I just told you what was in the budget. So you see what's going on, where they place your importance. Okay? You saw what happened on the email where they place your importance. All right? So you should be very willing to get rid of the chains. All right? The mindsets. We got to let those go today. All right? So it's time for them to train. They got to break them down. They're like, this animal is a beast. That's what God saw you all as, a beast. He says, you know what? You are something special. So here comes the master. Got to break you down. So They get ready to train him. They tie him up. They tie him up and they put him with the working elephants. So they're all kind of bonded together there. Sounds like slavery to me. They got them all right there together. They're all shackled and they're all just fighting. And it's like, oh my gosh, they don't know what's coming. They don't know what's coming. So now they get ready to start breaking them in. It's their break-in program. It's what they call it. All right. And this lasts for about a week. And the mindset of the master. Think about it, guys. I want you to stay with me. Okay. This is not about racism. This is about trying to get you somewhere. All right. So what they do is the elephant, their whole concept of their training is to get them into the submission to the will of man. I'm going to say that again. What is their objective? To get them to submit to the will of man. That sounds like the enemy. That sounds like the slave master. We got to get you to submit to the will of man, not God. Not God's will. Man's will. Yeah, I need that to sink in for a second. Even with an elephant, they realize that they need to get him to submit to the will of man. So all of this stuff that God has said about you, you are the head and not the tail. You are above and never again beneath. All of that stuff goes out the window. Because he says you're going to believe what I say you're going to believe. You're going to submit to my will, not his. I'm going to show you how they train you. Because this is how they train you in real life too. Now the elephant is wild and he's trying to get away. He's like, man, I'm big. How can I be sitting here letting these little Weasley people try to break me down? That's what you think. He's rushing and he's ruffling up. They're like, all right. So what they do is they get these 2 tree trunks and they tie him up. And he's just going back and forth trying to get out. And he's like going back and forth. And he's like a lot of you stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's where the enemy wants you. You don't get it. They want you stuck. So you have to submit to their will. It's all a strategy. Just like the elephant, guys. They're like, we're going to let him suffer. Keep suffering. Keep trying to get out. You ain't getting out. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Now, when he's going through all of that and he's flicking his trunk and he's going crazy, that's when they introduce him to his mayhow. That's his trainer. That's when they introduce him to him. The trainers are like looking at him like, oh, you think you're going to fight? You think you're going to get out? Hello, somebody. That's exactly how the enemy looks at you. What, you think you're going to get out? You think you smarter than me? What, you'll never be smarter than me. Is that what you think this is all about? No, that's not going to happen. No, I'm fixing to break you down. So he starts beating him. Beating the crap out of him. Beating him down. Like he stole something. Y'all know that saying. Beating him like he stole something. I mean, beating him down. But at the same time he's beating him down, he's also talking to him in a calm voice. You know why? Because I want you to think that you deserve this. I want you to think that you're supposed to be beaten. See, that's where a lot of you miss it. Because you forgot what God said about you, you think you deserve it. You have now submitted to his will for your life and not God's. He's beating you down. But he's telling you, it's okay, See, this is when they start to control. This is where that control starts. They start controlling your mind. They're making you second guess your abilities. Now, the elephant is the largest animal in the land, remember? He could stomp the trainer if he wanted. But now he's second guessing his strength and his abilities. Because this guy's looking at him like, you think you getting out? I don't think so. I'm going to beat you. That's how they get you. And you know where that calming voice comes from? And this is where a lot of you miss it. They want you to think they care about you. Well, I care about you. And I'm going to beat you. I'm still going to beat the crap out of you. But I love you. I'm your friend. And you guys have believed it. You have continued to believe that lie. You believed it. They cared about you. How can this be from God? And then you want to try to blame it on God. No, it's because you forgot what he said about you. And y'all know those people that said, well, you're not like all the other blacks. You're not like all the rest of them. You're one of the good ones. See, they're trying to separate you and make you think you're different. It's a mind game, guys. That's why you have so much division in the black community. Because the trainer has made you think you're different. When you're all really elephants, you were all chained together at one time, and you're still chained at this point, you know? But he wanted to make you think you were different. All right. Now, elephant's starting to give in. Oh, no. Elephant, what are you thinking? You're the largest land animal. What do you mean you're giving in? He'll tire out before you will, but his mind's gone now. He's starting to give in. You know what he's starting to think about? Ooh, child, I'm thirsty. will slap out. I'm afraid. I'm in pain. Bump this junk. What you talking about, Ella? Concerns his moral kind? Oh, no. You can bump that. Look at here. I got to get me now. That's how they get you. They glance all this little stuff in front of you. Guess what? He's still chained. The elephant, I don't care who you are. I'm not letting you out now. I'm not going to let you be on my level. Hello, somebody. You ain't getting on my level now. He's still tied up. He was still going through it. Now, this is what the master says. I tell you what I'll do, buddy, for you. I'll let you go over there and get some water. I'll give you a little something. So he lets him go over there. He's still chained, though. See, some of you think that because you got a little something extra or a little something different, that you're a little different. You're still chained. This elephant, I don't care how big he thought he was. I don't care how powerful he was in the beginning. He is still chained now, and they are in control. They are in control. They go over there and let him get some water. All right, so you go get your water. See, this is what happens when some of you get into office. You stop fighting because you're a little afraid of being uncomfortable again. You're like, look at here, I hear what you're saying, but I ain't trying to go back and live poor when I'm living good now. That's exactly where they want you, and you are the very ones they target. You know why? Because they know all they gotta do is dangle a little something on you, even though they're not gonna give you what all you deserve. See, what you don't understand is if you submitted to God's voice, you would have had all of it. You would have even probably been the leader of Him. You would have had it all. But because you submitted to the will of man, they're going to give you what they want you to have. So he gets water. We give you a little spot on the city council. We give you a little spot at the courthouse. We ain't going to give you a lot. Now, we ain't going to let you run the courthouse, but we'll give you a little spot. We'll give you a little something. But remember, you still belong to me. Don't get it twisted. All right. That's where some of you are. Now, after a few weeks, the young elephant is understanding, okay, this is kind of where I am. This is where we are. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Jenna. I'm so sorry. I didn't say hi to all of you guys. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Mark. All of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're almost done. Now, after this initial phase, the elephant starts its training to be a working elephant. Oh, he's moving up in the world. So now they're going to say, okay, well, you ain't got to be with them anymore. We're going to let you become a working elephant, because that's always the thing. They want to make you into a working elephant, all right? Instead of you running the kingdom. Hi, Angela. How are you, dear? Thanks for tuning in. Instead of you running the kingdom, now you're just a little pissant running behind everybody else, and you're the largest animal in the land. Really? You have no business being that large thinking that small, okay? So, here you are. You've passed the training. They say you've passed the training because now you're no longer fighting. And unfortunately, that's why we don't get anything done in our communities, because we have stopped fighting. We've given in. Fear, pain, thirst, hunger has made us accept what they want us to have. So you stop fighting. Now, this is what happens. They're not going to let you go, but they're not going to have you chained anymore. They're just going to have a whole bunch of trainers watching you now. Okay? I want you guys to think about that. You think you're running things? You ain't running things, because they got trainers watching you. All right? This is what happens when you submit to the will of man, because now you're doing things their way. God is not in it now, because he's like, well, you know what? You chose. You made a choice. God is not going to make you choose him. He has free will. Whatever you want to choose that, then okay, when you're tired, I'll be here waiting on you. All right? Okay, so now you are What's really going on? This is what's really going on with this story. And I'm going to read it exactly like I have it here. When an elephant is young, if a trainer puts a chain around its leg and restrains it from moving far, the young elephant will initially try to escape. Right? He's going to initially try to escape. After trying for a while, the animal realizes that escaping is futile and gives in to restraint, enabling the trainer to control the elephant for the rest of its life. From then on, all that is required is a chain around its leg and a wooden peg in the ground that you or I could pull out, but the elephant doesn't do it. That's really a sad story. The most powerful animal at the circus, in our life, the most powerful one, and he's afraid to run even if he has all the power to do it because someone told him he couldn't. Someone told him he couldn't. And it started when he was young. Those mindsets were set when you were young. If you're not seeing the proper things happening in your community, it's because they're gone here. They're not fighting anymore. And the only way that you're going to get results, they have to release all of that. It has to go. Okay? It has to go. Now, why won't the elephant run away? Why won't he run away? He's the largest ant. Why wouldn't he run away? Why wouldn't he just, kick him and do this? The trainer isn't even watching anymore because he knows he's not going to go anywhere. He has trained him to do his will. You are not going to leave. You are going to stay right here. And that's exactly what he does. You know why? Because when the trainer trained him, he beat him down so much, told him he was nothing, got the elephant to think that he was incapable of producing any useful result. That's what futile means. He said, you're incapable of producing any useful result. Guys, this is what's real. This is the quote for tonight. If you are comfortable with my oppression, then you are my oppressor. I'm going to say it again. Think about this. Think about the people that know you're suffering that don't do anything about it. Think about the people that know that your child was killed and nobody wants to stand up for him. Think about it. Think about the people that know you need jobs in Monroeville and they're not standing up for you. Think about it. Now I'm going to say the quote again. If you are comfortable with my oppression, you must be my oppressor. I never said the oppressor was white. I never said it was black. They could be green as far as I care because oppression is a mindset. It's a spirit. And some of you still have those mindsets. And that's why you don't show up at city council. That's why you didn't show up at the rally. Someone told you not to. Just like that elephant. The elephant went into the game being the most powerful animal in the land. And look how the mindset that he has reduced him to nothing but a little cat. He had every reason to leave and walk away, and he wouldn't do it because someone told him that he was useless. Now, this is what I want to leave you guys with. You're sitting around here blaming God for keeping you in a bind. But it's because whoever your master is has continued to control your mind. Say it again. I want you guys to Google this, quote this, Facebook this, Instagram this, take this video and pass it to all your friends. You're sitting around here blaming God for keeping you in a bind, but it's because whoever your master is has continued to control your mind. Well, I'm going to tell you, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the Mahogany Motivational Moment for tonight. Hope you got something out of it. I hope that it has blessed your socks off and that you guys are able to realize that don't be like that elephant. Let's free the elephants from the circus. That's the whole point. That's what our point was tonight. Free the elephants. Let him be what he was called to be. God is calling on you to be who he called you to be. He called you to be the largest person in the land, in your land, wherever that is. He called you to be the best at it. not to be reduced to a little peon because someone told you that's what you're worth. Release that tonight so that we can fight and do what we need to do for the city of Monroeville. The time is now, guys. God is calling on you. There's some of you that have a lot in you to make this more productive and more successful, but you're quiet because when you're just like that elephant, you don't want to be uncomfortable. That elephant got tired. He's like, look, man, this is getting old, Ella. I hear what you're saying, but I'm thirsty. And they got the water. He does too. He actually has the whole river for you. But you settled on a glass of water because someone told you that's what you were worth. So I want you guys to know, and I want you to hear it from me, hear it from the horse's mouth. I know we just got to talking about elephants, but I'm going to be a horse right now. You're going to hear from the horse's mouth. We are not quitting until it changes. I have said that from the very beginning of the broadcast when we first started talking about a rally, when we were talking about just when it was on Facebook. When God has called you to do something, you don't let anyone stop you. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they try to do. Of course, what did I tell you last week? We're in a fixed fight. Do you think I'm worried about the punches? I told you last week. I'm not worried about the punches that the city of Monroe will try to throw. I'm not worried about their trick plays. We're in a fixed fight, buddy. Guess what? God called me to go to a fixed fight. Who wouldn't want to go to a fight? I bet you, what's the guy name that's the billionaire? God, I can't believe I can't remember his name. You know the one that everybody talks about, he can't read. Well, anyway, you think he's worried about it? His fights are pretty much fixed because he wins them all. That's a bad example. Anyway, I'm talking about the fight of life anyway. When you're in your fight of life, God has called you to be in a fixed fight. He's saying, listen, just trust me. Don't worry about the punches they're throwing. Half the time they're throwing them and they don't even realize why. They don't even understand. We're in a fixed fight, guys, and we're going to win in the end. But you have to stay with us. Now, on September 20th, we're going to be at that city council meeting. On September 20th, I will be at the city council meeting. And I personally need you too. I didn't want to talk about that, but now is the time to do that. I want you guys to know that I personally want you to be there with us so that we can do this together. I didn't say a lot of this stuff, to make you guys angry. I just said it to you because it's the truth. It's the truth about what's really going on in Monroe. You saw it for yourself, okay? That should be enough. Let's free the elephants, okay? And I know I got 2 minutes. I see that. I thank all of you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I am so excited that you stayed with us till the end. I know that the Mahogany Motivational Moment kind of gets a little long and everything, but, I have to give it to you the way he gives it to me. I'm very excited to see all of you tonight. It is a blessing. It is really a blessing, and I just want you guys to know that I love every single one of you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the inbox messages and everything of all that you guys that come in and encourage us, and I just want to say thank you. I want you guys to go to the link, make your donation for Feeding 300 Families, get your t-shirts. If you have issues that you want to talk about with NAACP, please inbox myself or Ann. That's it. I don't want anybody else to know. It's very confidential, but I trust her with every single thing. I trust other people as well, but I want to keep it just down to myself and her, okay? Because I want to make you guys feel safe with being able to share your information. And if you don't want to put it there, just inbox me and say, Ella, call me. And then I will call you back. Or if you go to Ann and just say, Ann, have Ella call me, here's my number. Whichever one you feel comfortable going to, that's fine. I will definitely call you back. I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, Kawana. Love you too, sweetie. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time right here. And Teresa, thank you. We love you. Love you too, dear. Love you too, Linda. Love all of you guys. Regina, thank you for tuning in. You're going to have to play it back, sweetie, because we're out. So till next time, next week, 8 o'clock on Thursday, same time, same station, right here on Facebook Live, Mahogany Bronze Hour. Have a great night.